Hey guys, and thank you for watching. For this video, I decided I'm gonna do the, the first time challenge. It's not really a challenge, but whatever. So yes, I'm just gonna talk about all my first times. So I created a list here, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so my first YouTube video. So my first YouTube video was actually from my first channel. I made that in like 2007, and I actually started the channel really interesting. I just started it because I wanted to post my own, I was really into cars, I still am, but I was really into cars at that time, and I just wanted to post, you know, like clips of all the, you know, everything all the photography, videography that I took at all the car events that I went to. I wanted to put them all somewhere. So I just created this YouTube channel just to be able to put them there, not expecting anything to happen with it. But yeah, so my first clip that I think I put up on that channel was this car video, and it's not up anymore. I definitely took it down years and years ago, but it was a Ford, well, if you guys know cars, so it's a Ford GT makes a special like convertible version, or made a special convertible version back in the day called the Ford GT X1. And yeah, it was doing like burnout donuts, and it's like a 7 or 8 second clip. It was so short, and I just put that up. I think that was my first ever clip, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, okay, so my first channel I subscribed to, I'm not 100% sure who the first person I subscribed to was, but the furthest one back that I can remember was, okay, I don't remember the YouTube name at all, or the channel name at all, but I remember it was a young kid. He was probably like 13 years old maybe. I was probably around 13 as well. And yeah, he just posted like really funny videos, really stupid, like lame videos. I honestly barely remember. I would have no clue how to even like search and figure out what his name was. But yeah, I know that's so boring. You guys can't even go check it out. But yeah, I honestly have no clue what his name was. But yeah, I have no clue if he's even making videos anymore. That'd be really interesting. I'm curious to see what he looks like now. Yeah. Okay, so first channel I subscribed to, my first Facebook profile picture. That's kind of embarrassing, but here, I'll just show you guys here. Yeah, my first Facebook profile picture. I look like a total nerd, but whatever. It's like such a typical Facebook profile picture. And also, I think that was in 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009. Okay, so my first CD. My first CD. Okay, so my dad actually bought me a Sony Walkman, like CD player, portable CD player, forever ago. I remember it was like dark blue, and yeah, I'm trying to think. I think maybe he gave me like a CD to listen to, but it wasn't like music I liked. I don't remember, but I remember the first CD I actually really wanted. And I don't remember why I wanted it actually, but I remember I really wanted Blink-182's album Take Off Your Pants and Jacket more than anything else. And I don't think I even asked my parents, honestly, because I don't think they probably would have got it for me, because there's not very appropriate language in it. Not that they cared that much, but I don't know. I figured I should not ask them because I didn't want to like lose my chance of getting the CD. So I asked my grandma, who doesn't care at all about that. So my grandma got me my first CD. I totally remember. Oh, I remember like walking into the store and like smelling it and seeing it, like the excitement that you get. But yeah, I ended up bringing that home, and that was my only CD that I had for like the longest time. So I only listened to that all day long. I thought it was so cool because I had my own like portable music player, and I memorized every single word to every single song on that album. So yeah, all the Blink-182 songs still, I probably know all the words. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, next one, my first crush. So my first crush was probably, actually, okay, so my mom had told me that I apparently had like poked this girl in the eye, and apparently there was a big thing about it, and like my mom had to talk to her mom, and who knows what. I honestly don't remember this at all, but this was in first grade. But my mom tells me that that was like my first crush, but who knows. But my first crush that I actually remember isn't far from that. That was like the following year, so in second grade. I totally remember I was like so into this one girl. I remember she was super flexible, and I don't know why, but I just thought that was so cool. I looked up to her. I thought she was like the coolest person in the world. But I remember, this is so embarrassing, but I remember she used to be really, really good at untying knots. So I used to just tie my shoes in the most complicated knots that I could think of, just to be able to like go up and talk to her, so she would untie my knots for me. That's how big of a nerd I am. Yeah, so yes, that was my first crush. Okay, first time drinking. I don't know, when I was really little, my parents would let us, like, my sister and I, stick our pinkies in like wine, or I'm sure we like tasted beer, but honestly I hated beer until I was like 20 years old. So now I love it, but I hated it back when I was younger. But I would say that's the first time, like, you know, trying it. I was forever ago. But my first time like drinking was probably, God, let me think. It was probably freshman year in high school. Freshman year, but I don't have any like specific fun memory really about it. No. But yeah, so first detention. Oh my God, actually this is such a good one. My first detention was actually, well, I never had one in middle school, but in high school, no, I got a couple, but I think my first one was actually much bigger. And it was worth 3 detentions, and it's called a Saturday school, so it's like if you do something really, really bad. And yeah, I think I have it, so I'm going to go check and see if I have it. And yeah, that would be really fun to show you guys that. Wow, guys, seriously, I have the actual thing. Oh, I totally lied too. I said it was 3 detentions. Apparently, it's, oh wait, I'm gonna try to zoom in for you guys. It's 5 detentions, so cool. I was a great kid. And what is it for? This is from 2007, and it is for eating in class. That's me, you guys. That's me, eating in class. 5 detentions for eating in class. But I think I was just eating in class all the time, and the teacher was always telling me like, don't eat in class, don't eat in class, and then I just kept doing it, so whatever. But yeah, so that's my first detention story. Okay, my first date. Okay, talk about awkward. Okay, so my first date, I was actually set up with this girl through one of my best friends. And okay, so the girl I was set up with was having a party. My friend was her friend, so she was invited. And then she brought me and tried to set us up. And so, and this is like when Facebook first came out. And I remember she was messaging me, this girl was messaging me on Facebook, like, hey, you're cute. Are you coming? You know, like, I don't know, really funny things like that. And I'm just, I have no clue. I don't know, it's so awkward. I could probably still find the conversation, actually. But yeah, we were just talking about stupid things, and she's like really just showing a lot of interest in me, and I'm just like super awkward and weird. And okay, so yeah, so that was beforehand. Then we get to the party, and this girl is so bland and weird and no chemistry at all. And I mean, obviously, but oh, it was just so awkward. So yeah, I would say that was my first date, is my setup story. So I don't know, hopefully you guys have much better first dates. Mine's terrible, if that even counts as a date, really. I mean, I don't know. Okay, next one, my first car. Okay, so I had so many cars because I don't know, I love cars, so I love fixing them up, and as soon as I get tired of it, I'll just get another one and fix it all up. I don't know, I love it. But my first car was when I was 17, and that was, my grandma couldn't drive anymore because she was getting too old, so she one day just drove to my house and just said, here, the car's yours, drive me home and you can have it. So that was super cool. But that was my first car. And then I sold that car. But you know, that counts as my first car, but I really count my first car as the first car that I paid for with all my own money. And the car I had after that was the car that I really, you know, like, I really worked so hard for it, and I saved up so much money because my old YouTube channel that I mentioned before became pretty popular, and I was making a good amount of money through the YouTube partnership back then, and I was saving up quite a bit of money actually, and I bought a car with all my own money, and that was an Infiniti G35 Coupe, and it was my baby. It was perfect. Oh, it was insane. Yeah, I love that car. I really miss that car actually. That's by far my favorite car that I've had. Okay, yeah, so I count that as my first car. First piercing. Actually, well, I don't have the earrings in right now, but I have both my ears pierced, and I've never had any other piercing before, and honestly, I don't think I would I don't know if I would get another piercing. I don't know. I don't like the nose piercing, not really for me, and I don't think I'd get more in my ear, and yeah, so no other piercings probably, but yeah, I got my piercings when I was in London, totally YOLO. For some reason, I just got in my head like, oh, I want to get my ears pierced, and then that was like the #1 thing I had to do, and then I did it, so. And I don't know, I don't really wear earrings anymore, but I used to wear them for like that first year. I got them in 2013, and I think for like a year I wore them every single day, but now I almost never wear them, but I should wear them more because why not? Okay, so piercing. My first broken bone. I've never broken a bone. That was a quick one. First thing I do when I get home. Well, I eat a lot, so I would say probably eating. Yeah, I probably just go eat something. I don't know. I have a weird habit of always going through the garage door when I get home, so I never go through the front door. I guess that's the first thing I do is I go through the garage door. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Kind of boring. Yeah, first thing I do at home. First movie I remember seeing. Oh, this is actually a good one. I like this one. So the first movie I remember seeing, well, of course I'd probably seen so many more movies, you know, before this, but the first movie I remember seeing was actually a really scary movie, and that was with my brother. So, okay, my brother, I must have been 5 or 6 years old. I was definitely 5 or 6. Yeah, 5 or 6. It's weird that I still have like such a clear memory of it too from that age. But yeah, my brother had like a sleepover party or something with a bunch of his friends. There was a bunch of like older guys that were like, if I was that age, he was like, I don't know, 13 or 14. And they were a bunch of older guys in the living room, and my parents were going to bed. And they're like, Vaughn, you have to go to bed. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I want to stay up, you know, with the cool kids, with the older boys, because I thought it was cool. And I remember it so well. I remember eating popcorn, and I was watching this movie, and I had the worst nightmares of my entire life. Like, oh, I remember it so well. Okay, so I remember laying in bed, and I'm like playing with like a stuffed animal in this hand and a stuffed animal in this hand, and I'm just like doo-doo-doo, and I had to have the lights on all night. And my parents told me, I don't remember this, but apparently I woke up like scared in the middle of the night, and I went in their bed and I slept with my parents for the rest of the night. But yeah, it was terrible. So if you guys are ever like wanting to, you know, any of you 5-year-olds watching my video right now, don't go hang out with the cooler kids. It's so scary. Don't do it. But, oh yeah, by the way, the movie is called Rumpelstiltskin. I think it's from like 1994. I'm sure in today's standards it's not a scary movie at all, but I was so scared. So yeah, that would be my first movie I remember seeing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my first. Of course, there's so many other firsts that I could talk about, but I don't know, I just made like this list of some common ones from this common YouTube challenge thing. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button, and please give the video a big thumbs up, and I have a link to my Instagram below, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.